Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us for this celebration of Everyday Heroes. When we finally were able to make the decision to have a hybrid, as it were, gala, it was really important to me and to the committee that we honor heroes. Last year at school, not only was there the burden of trying to keep everyone safe, but there was the burden of regulations changing constantly, and with people operating out of fear of the unknown, fear of all the changes that were happening so quickly. And yet there was a resiliency that kept us going. There was a resiliency on the part of our students who knew they needed to be in school, that the hands-on learning was so important for them. But they trudged through the hybrid. There was resiliency on the part of our faculty. All of our teachers struggling with how best do I teach, knowing that I'm not teaching my best. How do I help the kids to learn in the way that they need to learn? There was tremendous stress on the part of our administration, who wore the burden of trying to discern what is the best thing to do to keep everyone safe. And we learned very quickly, as I'm sure our guest of honor learned very quickly, that keeping everybody safe didn't make everybody happy. But we had to go with the right decisions to keep everyone safe. So today we celebrate that, and our kids celebrate that. And in just a minute you're going to meet many of those kids, all of whom have learning challenges that kept them marginalized and out of successful situations in every other school they were in. Most of the students you're going to be seeing are students who live in poverty and who rise above that to get the education they need, whose parents sacrifice. Those of you who are here are making such a difference in that, and our ability to teach them, our ability to give them a school that they can call their own, our ability to give them a school that they can thrive and be successful in. When you hear our students, they're speaking right from their heart. When you see our students, they're not pretending. They're not putting on airs. They are who they are. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for being here, and I'll be back in just a minute.
My name is AALEEYAH.
Maddie.
My name is ALAINA.
This is to my mom and my dad. You make me feel safe and you are nice.
And my hero is my grandma. I love her so much because she's the greatest grandma in the world. This is for my Papa. You sometimes stick up for me and you help me with my homework a lot, even when it's hard to do. Thank you.
I would like to look up to these three people, and they are my aunt, my dad, and my mom. When I was born, my mother had decided to put me in a foster home because she could not take care of me. She was 15 years old at the time. When I was in a foster home as a baby, my mother and my dad, they had decided to get me out of a bad situation where kids wanted to hurt me at the time. And I would just like to say thank you to my parents and my aunt.
I'm excited to do this because it is kind of challenging for me because it's new stuff for me. But I like to try new stuff and learn. So let's see. I'm going to try my best to do it.
Connor, tell me about your superhero drawing.
Well, it's really just one I found offline, and I decided to try my best to copy it. Really just because it looked cool, I think.
Hi, my name is DINARA.
My name is TAHESHA McMullen.
My name is Addie. My hero is my dad because he provides for me and he makes me feel safe. I made this for my mom because she works hard for me and my sisters, and she's very funny too.
This is to my grandma. You are my hero because you provide for me and you keep me safe, and for that I would like to say thank you.
I chose my mom and dad for my everyday hero. I chose them because they saved my life from me being in a public school with the bullying, the teachers not caring, and it kind of put me in a bad place with self-harm and all that stuff. But my parents pulled me out and I got out of that, and I thank them for that, because if I was still in a state school, I probably would have been dead right now. And I really thank them for that because they saved my life in a way.
My project is for the gala, and the gala's theme for this year are superheroes. My character's name is Hawkather with his sidekick, Tina, the chicken. I have 6 chickens at home, and I've always enjoyed spending time with them, and one of the largest threats are hawks, so how about making a hawk superhero that's friends with the chicken?
Sorry, who did you name your everyday hero?
Mrs. Capozzi.
Why did you name Mrs. Capozzi as your everyday hero, and what did you say about her?
I think she's a hero because she helps me with all my work.
If a new student was thinking about coming here to Hope Hall, what would you say to that student?
I'll say welcome to Hope Hall.
So now you've met our children, and you've heard them speak from their heart. I want you to know what that cost them. Many of the children that you saw came to us with what I call situational anxiety disorders. They had been diagnosed in other schools as having an anxiety disorder, but it was clearly not clinical. It was situational. They believed that they could not learn. They believed that they weren't worth it. They believed that they would never matter to anybody or to amount to anything. You're making it possible for them to see something else. Every one of our students was not handpicked who spoke today. They volunteered. They said, I'll do it. I'll do it for Hope Hall. I'll do it because I want people to know how I feel. I'll do it because I want my heroes to know that they are my heroes. This was a tremendous feat for our children. All of them with their learning challenges. All of them rising above their self-doubt and saying, let me do this. Let me do this for someone else because it's the right thing to do. And isn't that what being a hero is all about? That's why you're our heroes. You are making this school possible for them to see who they really are and what they're capable of doing. You're making it possible for them to get that 100% graduation rate, that diploma in their hands. You're making it possible for our kids to have a school where they can feel so good about themselves that they don't need to turn to drugs or alcohol in order to ease the pain, because they're learning and they're successful and they're going out and being productive members of our local community and our society. When I say I pray for you every day, I mean that. I know that you don't owe us anything, and yet here you are, giving us of your time, giving us of yourself, giving us of your treasure in whatever ways you can. And you're making a huge difference in the lives of our children. From the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you and enjoy the rest of the evening.